Nights HD, which is hopefully what this is going to be. This is a test of sorts for an HD playthrough. And if you haven't guessed by now, the game is relatively new. It is Neverwinter Nights 2. And here is the little intro video for it. It's pretty cool. Matrix time again. That's a pretty good intro, all things considered. It's definitely better than the Neverwinter Nights 1 intro, in my opinion, but intros don't make games. This is the game. It says Storm is here in the background because we have all the expansion packs installed. There's 3 campaigns. There's the original campaign, the OC, which starts off humble beginnings, chosen one in the village, that sort of thing. Mask of the Betrayer picks up off of where the OC ends and continues on from there. And Storm is here is a new one. I haven't played it much. Basically, it's similar to Icewind Dale, and you create your whole party, not just one character. I'm going to load up the OC here, though. And you could pick from a pre-made character, but we're going to create our own. Creating's half the fun. There are a ton of races in this game. They have a lot of stuff. If you've never been overwhelmed by D&D, and I'm a veteran from way back in the day, this is extremely overwhelming. I could spend a lot of time in here just fiddling around with races and go through, create towards the end with the stats and the skills and the feats and stuff, and then totally back out and start all over again because I realize there's just too much. It's good. The choice is good. It was too much. There's some. Most of the classes have a sub-race. So, say like on this, you have Plain Touched, but you go in it and there's different types. You have the Celestial-blooded humans, Fiendish, demonic humans. Then you have others like the elementals, which would be air, earth, fire, and water. And each one does something slightly different. The bonuses and the skills and stuff like that. Elf has the Moon Elf, which is the common one in Forgotten Realms, but then there's the popular Drow, like the evil ones like Drizzt or whatever. Then you have all these other different types of elves, and they're a little bit different. They can add a huge diversity to how your character is built, how it's played. Dwarves are the same way. I mean, a lot of the non-human races have multiple different sub-races. So, just click around here for a little bit and show you a couple different things. But the character I'm going to be making is going to be a bard, so for that I like humans. So we're going to go with the human bard. Humans get an extra feat at the first level, and they also get more skill points. They get bonuses to skills. And this you can customize what the character looks like. Change to the different hairstyles. You can change through the heads, change the color of the hair, the eyebrows, the eyes. It's not as in-depth at creation as, say, like City of Heroes or the later Elder Scrolls games, like Oblivion. You have just enough choices, but not the overwhelming, you know, changing the cheek structures and the lips and how the eyes are slanted. There's none of that here. So you don't get the extremely goofy looking, freakish creations that you can in Oblivion. I just picked something that looks good. We're going to be looking at it for a long time, so here's the different faces. You can kind of go with an older-ish type character. Let's see, I'm probably just going to go with the default face. Change the skin color a little bit. A little darker. Let's see here. Try to find some hair that looks good. That looks pretty good. I like that. That looks alright. Alright, now classes. There are a ton of classes in this game. Most of them, I'd say over half, are prestige classes, which means that you have to have a prerequisite to even learn that class. But there's different normal classes you can start off with. This one here is the Barbarian. And then further down the list it goes to Bard and whatnot, Fighter, Thief. Just going to click through these real quick to show you what their outfits are like. Each one has like a different look. This is one of the newer classes that's added with the expansion packs. Divine Champion. Ranger here, Rogue. That's another new one, Spirit Shaman. I haven't really played them, but they look kind of interesting. Warlock is one of the new ones that was added in the original game. It's one of the newer character classes. They changed the look on that, though. It used to show a little bit too much belly on the female characters, which I guess was a little bit too risque. So here are the classes that are the prestige classes, where you have to have prerequisites. So if you're looking for a build, like if you're trying to plan out how your character is going to be, you're going to have to look and see exactly what you need. Like for this class, I would need to be elf or half-elf to even learn it. And then there's other things I would need too. I would need different skills. I would need certain minimum requirements to learn it. Certain prestige classes have more requirements than others. Some are just like 1 or 2 feats, and the others are you have to be a certain race and whatnot. So I'll just click through these to show you what they look like. If you're coming from AD&D into 3rd edition and 3.5 and beyond, how they did multi-classing and whatnot is a little bit different. It's actually way different. There's no more multi-class for demi-humans and dual class for humans. Pretty much anything can pick another level as long as it has the requirements to do it. It's kind of as long as if they take the different classes and their race, they don't have what's called a favored class. If the class they take is not part of their racial cultural identity, then they get a penalty to XP. Well, what we want to go through, or what I want to go through for this playthrough, is a Bard. So that's what I'm going to pick right here. There's a lot of different options, but Bard's kind of a jack of all trades. Kind of suits my play style. Do a little bit of casting. They're good in dialogue. Alright, now alignment changes during the game depending on your actions and your choices in dialogue. A Bard has to be non-lawful. There's several different alignments I can choose from.